Hello everyone and welcome to Chinese Stocks Channel 中国股票频道. I'm Michael and I'm the founder of Israel China Investment, which assists international companies in entering China, finding partners and investors. I speak fluent Mandarin Chinese. I have 5 years of living and working in China, during which I had this amazing opportunity of observing this country transforming itself very quickly from the manufacturing hub of the world to the innovation hub of the world. Unlike any other country in the world, China is where disruptive innovations and technologies are changing people's lives in matters of years. China is in the forefront of technology when it comes to AI, big data, logistics, e-commerce, EVs, and much more. And those technologies and ideas are not such that you only hear about in the news or read about in the newspaper. Those technologies are really changing people's lives in ways that they cannot live without. Be it mobile payments or super fast food delivery, be it EVs or bike sharing, China is not the future. Ladies and gentlemen, China is the present and it is now. And this is why I decided to start this channel in order to share my ideas and knowledge with you about China, Chinese market, Chinese companies, and stocks. China is much more than just Alibaba and Tencent, so let's go.
So today's video is about NIO. NIO is going to report its second quarter financial results next Tuesday, 11th of August, and I hope this video can give you value when thinking about investing in NIO stock. So we will start with a short review about the company, what they do and their business plan. We will also go through the Chinese government plans for the coming years and how those plans can play in NIO's favor. We will go through NIO's financial stats and stock information and see if this is the right timing to invest in NIO or is it too late. So NIO is an electric and autonomous vehicle company that emerged on the automotive arena in 2014. And ever since has been gradually solidifying its position by producing compelling high-performance premium electric vehicles. The company went public in 2018 and started deliveries the following year. NIO is pursuing China high-end premium electric vehicle market, where it enjoys from a competitive advantage both due to the lack of local car manufacturers in the premium electric market and the attractive price when compared to Tesla. Though there are a few more local EV car manufacturers pursuing this premium electric market, they are still in an early stage. NIO puts a lot of emphasis on car appearance, connectivity, autonomous driving, and AI. The cars are designed in NIO's quarters in Munich, and well, as you can see, those cars are just beautiful. The cars are jointly manufactured in JAC factories in the city of Hefei in China. JAC is one of China's leading car manufacturers. NIO currently has 4 car models, which include the EP9 supercar, launched in 2016, the ES8, which is a 7-seater SUV, the ES6, a 5-seater premium electric SUV, and the newly released EC6 that was launched 2 weeks ago. All the cars have a range of between 580 to 615 kilometers, which are around 360 to 380 miles, a bit more than Tesla's range. NIO offers multiple charging solutions for its users: an home charger, a supercharger, power mobile vehicles that serve as a mobile power banks and can come to their users to supply their vehicle with power, and 24/7 pickup and drop-off charging services. But most importantly, the jewel in the crown, power swap stations. And those stations allow a fully automatic battery swap in just 3 minutes. During those 3 minutes of battery swap, the vehicle will also go through system checks to ensure the car and the battery condition. As of today, NIO has deployed 137 battery swap stations in 61 cities in China. In the cities, the power swap stations are located 3 kilometers away from each other and are very small in size, taking up to 3 parking spaces. The current amount of power swap stations is relatively small, but it's just the beginning for NIO swap stations, so I'm sure there'll be more to come. When compared with other EV manufacturers and Tesla, NIO is the only company in the world offering the battery swap solution. The technology was also eyed by Tesla back in the day, but Tesla gave up on it due to its high cost and technology problems. A few weeks ago, NIO announced that its new subsidiary, NIO Battery Asset Management Company, will start operating this month. The vision of NIO is to separate its car and battery units into 2 different companies. The world's biggest battery manufacturer, CATL, contemporary Amprex technology, Ningde Shidai, is going to invest in the new battery venture of NIO, and those are amazing news. NIO is trying to differentiate itself from other car manufacturers by building a whole brand around NIO. The vehicles are being sold through NIO houses and mobile applications. Those NIO houses are not only the showrooms for the vehicles, but also clubhouses for the users with multiple social functions. NIO launched its own Formula E team and even a fashion brand with its name. All those are meant to retain users' loyalty and make them feel like a part of a big, new, fresh brand. If branding succeeds, maybe one day we will be able to see those groups of NIO owners going on road trips around China just like Harley Davidson. So until now, we have covered what NIO is all about. But NIO and any other EV maker in China won't succeed in the EV revolution without the boost from the Chinese government. The Chinese government sees the EV market as one of the ways to fight the high pollution in Chinese cities. Being so, the government set goals for the coming years that will make sure that the EV revolution will continue happening. As of today, China is by far the leader of the EV market. It accounts for more than half of the electric cars made and sold in the world. It's even making up 99% of the world's electric buses. The Chinese government set benchmarks for the coming years. All of the Chinese car manufacturers will have to have at least one EV model by 2022. And more importantly, setting a goal of at least 25% electric vehicles sold in the Chinese market by 2025. They also announced that they would ban gasoline and diesel engine cars in the future, but haven't yet set a concrete deadline for that. One province though, in China's south, the province of Hainan, with a population of around 9 million people, plans to prohibit those sales of gasoline vehicles by 2030. Now, as someone that lived in China and knows that the Chinese government will do everything they can in order to accomplish their goals by the time they determine, I'm quite sure that the goal of 25% EV cars sold by 2025 is going to be accomplished. So, if we try to understand the potential behind the plans of the Chinese government, let's get into some calculations. The number of passenger cars sold in China in 2019 totaled in 21.4 million cars, among them 9.18 million SUVs. If we calculate 25% out of the SUV sales, we reach 2.2 electric SUV vehicles meant to be sold in 2025. This number is huge, and NIO with its 3 SUV models is eyeing this growing segment. So after going through the Chinese government plans and the potential for NIO, let's try to dig into NIO Financial Stats and stock information. NIO is a very early stage car maker. It's backed by Tencent, Baidu, Lenovo, Skoda, and other Chinese investors. Like any other EV startup at its early days, NIO is losing money, and last year it almost went under with a very crucial lack of liquidity. The share prices went as low as $1.5 in October 2019. But then the good news came. With record high car deliveries in the fourth quarter of 2019, followed by a $1 billion investment from state-owned companies from the province of Anhui, giving NIO the air it needs in order to continue its role concentrating its product and R&D. The $1 billion deal signed in April formed a new entity called NIO China. The new NIO China entity will hold NIO core businesses and assets in China, including the vehicle R&D, supply chain, sales and services, and NIO Power. NIO, the original NIO, will hold 75.9% of NIO China, and the new Anhui investors will hold 24.1% of this entity. The good liquidity news kept coming in June, when Tencent increased its stake in NIO, injecting another $428 million into the company. In July, NIO secured credit lines worth $1.48 billion from 6 Chinese banks. So now, at least for the meantime, NIO is not worried about its liquidity. It can fully concentrate in car sales and deliveries. NIO car deliveries in 2019 summed up to 20,565 cars. In the first quarter of 2020, NIO saw a sharp decline in sales and deliveries due to the pandemic, with only 3,834 deliveries in 3 months. When China started opening up again, things got back on track for NIO. It saw an increase in deliveries with 3,155 cars delivered in April, followed by another 3,436 deliveries in May, and the record high deliveries in June of 3,740 cars. In total, NIO delivered 10,331 cars in the second quarter of 2020, which is above their own expectations. The biggest winner among NIO cars was the ES6 with 11,711 car deliveries during the first 2 quarters of 2020, placing it in the 7th place among the electric vehicles sold in China, and the first place for an electric SUV. Those amazing news made the NIO stock flying up all the way to $15 a share and then stabilizing at around $13. July deliveries announced a week ago with 3,533 deliveries showed another strong month for NIO. So NIO's second quarter earning release is coming on Tuesday, August 11th. What can we expect? Well, the deliveries, as we said, are great for NIO. The company is generating sales even in pandemic times when people prefer spending less on premium products in general and on cars in particular. NIO secured credit lines, received its first 2 investment installments from its Anhui investors, raised more money from Tencent, and signed on strategic cooperation with Suning, one of China's biggest conglomerates. It seems like NIO started getting right back on track, started its growth pace, and we're expected to see more NIO cars on the roads as well as more exciting cooperations for NIO in China. I myself invested in NIO since its IPO a few years ago, and I see great potential for this company and its stock price in the coming 5 years. Nothing in this video though is to tell you that you should invest in NIO. It is just a short analysis of the company, and before you decide in investing in any stock, make sure to make your own research.
So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked this content, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Give it a like, it helps the YouTube algorithm. And see you in the next video. Have a great day.